Alright, all of you Goblin fans out there, rejoice. I feel like this one's gonna go ahead and tickle your fancy quite a bit, and probably tickle other things as well, but let's just leave it at that for now. We're checking out a little banger by the name of Goblin Stone. It's something I caught wind of and I'm really excited about because it seems to draw a lot of inspirations from a lot of different games, a lot of different genres mixed into it. We have essentially kind of like the core combat mechanic of a Darkest Dungeon. You have the base building mechanic of something like, say, an XCOM, except since we're goblins, we don't have a base. We have a lair that we build and expand and stuff like that. And there's also even a breeding feature in the game. Now, before you start thinking it's like any type of breeding like you would see in Goblin Slayer, the anime, manga, whatever, no, unfortunately not. Here we're actually doing wholesome breeding, you know, goblins among goblins. Don't get any wise ideas.
They enter a deeper part of the woods. The scent of danger lingers heavy.
Okay, and as you can see already, this is what drew me to the game, just the colorful look of it, to be honest with you.
Ahead, an adventurer rests. Quietly they sneak.
Quietly we shall kill. See, this dirty, stinking humie has taken one of our Goblino bros captured. So that's what I liked about the game, like when I first saw it, like the art style really drew me in, because, you know, it's kind of like, you know, breaks away from your typical grim, dark looking games from involving goblins or orcs usually and stuff like that, right?
Caught off guard. He braces for battle.
Combat is turn-based, everyone falls in line to attack, kill the enemies to win the battle, right? So let's start off here with the old slashers, the only thing we do have available. Now this will be an actual, I believe you're the raider class. Our boy Warg Spuger, is just no class. He's a regular peon, so he doesn't have any special skills to him. He can just smack. He can also throw rocks, I believe, which do hurt people in back rows in combat and things like that, right? Had we started off with First Blood with a raider, by the way, we could have probably followed up with Blood Rupture, which does tremendous damage. Somebody's already bleeding, but unfortunately we did not trigger that. Let us rescue our boy. Come on here.
Another one joins their company. This fellow is clad in armor.
We got armor bro here. We also picked up some food stuff from what dropped from the humie here.
They chance upon a carcass, concealed by the stench. A small trove of unclaimed meat and giblets.
Adventurer's party, right? So right now this will be a guard. Essentially, that's why he's clad in armor, tanky and stuff like that. We have our raiders over here, which I told you could essentially do some really good combos for us, and the peons don't have a class just yet. And I believe there's no leveling in this game as well, so you don't necessarily level up like in your typical games where the more combat you do, the more leveling you do. Here it's basically based on gear and breeding. So whenever you do breed, assuming you have like two good parents, you breed them, the offspring will obviously be very, very high, quote-unquote, leveled. So it kind of eliminates the need for grinding, which is honestly a really good thing for me. I mean, I don't got time to grind in games nowadays. Here we have an orc. A very sad orc.
They happen upon a downtrodden orc still clad in rags and shackles. At his feet, a freshly dug grave adorned with a bone club buried in the barrow. The goblins timorously disturb the orc in his mourning. Uneasily, they speak to him, ask about a nearby ruin in these woods. Barely noticing their presence, the orc wipes away a tear with one hand as he raises the other to give direction. Politely thanking the grieving orc, the goblins discreetly withdraw and leave him to his sorrow.
Okay, so it seems that these dirty, stinking humies have done more than just apparently taking over our lair. They also might have killed either the significant other or somebody very dear to the orc. So, you know, again, I like that. We're kind of drawing away from the typical cliches where the goblinos and the orcs are the bad guys.
Just beyond an old, forgotten watchtower, held fast by a great forest tree. Humans have taken domain. The road ahead will not be easy.
They apparently also have one of my goblins here, locked up. Okay, so we're starting off with the Slam Graver. That's actually an awesome name, by the way. Slam Graver. He's got First Blood, so this will let us go ahead and get you... Let's get this Ragged Adventure bleeding, which I'm always a big fan of. Now, if we trigger the attack with Edsifter, I believe is the next raider, to follow up on that, combo it up with a bleeding attack, we we could do some massive damage. And this is what I talked about tired. So now he's going to be a bit more liable for damage. Grog Sutla. As a tank, they didn't really take too much damage from that one, which is good. Over here we have Bash. 8 damage, 10% chance to stun. Retaliate. This one, you know, obviously could be good, but probably not for this particular, just for 2 grunts. It seems like a bit too excessive. Same with Shockwave. Right now, let's just go ahead and add to the damage here. And we got a crit and a stun RNG. Let's go. Now we got Toll Pruner. Now with Toll Pruner, what I'm going to do with this bad boy is I'm actually just going to go throw a stone back here. And we got another stun. And again, the more stuns, the more you delay them, which is always a good thing. And you, dude, oh, you know what sucked though? By doing the delay, we didn't get him to eventually show up front and follow up and kill him essentially with Blood Rupture. That's a shame, you know? My hubris for the stuns got the best of me there, what can you do? But he's still bleeding back there and he can't get forward until his friend is done with the stun, so that's fine. You know what? Maybe we could even get another stun in there? Yes, we can. We're just stunning left and right. It's all good. Heavy swing. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. That was even my tank and it hurt a lot. Lucky swing. Oh, he went back. I was hoping we were going to attack. We would have probably finished him off right now with, we got execution right here. Now, this will make me tired. I don't think we need it because he only has 10 HP left. The slash is enough for 10. So let's just go ahead and do this to finish him off.
The enemy is allowed no advantage.
And let's see. Blood Rupture, there we go. So this will be what I talked about comboing up with that bleed, so this will be enough for him. I do believe it. Yeah. Beautiful. So I would say our lineup right now, not too bad. Although our tank took a nasty ass hit right there. That was a lot of damage for one hit. Let's rescue our boy here.
This
Who are
captive
you?
is garbed in peculiar vestments. It appears quite grateful and joins the group.
Okay. What's your deal? Luke Silver. He is going to be a shaman. Shaman. People always get upset. And I've said shaman in games, and people are like, it's shaman. And then when I say shaman, it's shaman. It's like, oh, what is it with you? It's obviously 2 schools of thoughts here. There's the shaman people and there's the shaman people.
Quietly, the goblins approach the ruins, peering from behind a bush. They watch nervously as a pair of human adventurers awkwardly stumble out of the ruins. Deeming it too dangerous to proceed, they search for a more discreet way to enter the ancient ruin.
It's exactly what they did. Took our lair, turned it into a freaking pub. A pub on the outskirts of town, apparently. There's even our drawing. So that was for us to know that this was our lair. After a long journey abroad, your company of goblins has finally returned to their homeland. Guided safely to the lair. 2 of 2 encounters, no treasures found, and we got 1 harvest. Alright. And we rescued 2 boys. Food. Turned into actual food, and then some loot. Very good.
The goblins make their way under the tree through a dark and uncomfortably narrow tunnel. They miserably crawl through the crannies until they reach the tunnel's end. Unbeknownst to the goblins, they find themselves intruding into a human-infested establishment hidden beneath the tree. The crowd scatters in a frenzy at the sight of the unexpected trespassers. As the chaos ebbs, a surly innkeeper and his flunkies are all that remain. He turns to the goblins with a baleful glare, intent on exacting retribution.
The innkeeper. Defiler of the ancient ruin. Exactly. See, I would probably use the trespasser terminology for us a little bit lightly, because theoretically speaking, this is our lair. They're really the trespassers. It's not finders keepers, you know? You don't just stumble upon and you're like, you know what? There's a lair here, let's go ahead and make it into a pub. So, let's start off here with the innkeeper with drawing that first blood. If we're lucky enough, we could probably... Oh, I think Edge Sifter's a bit too far down. Maybe I should have put Edge Sifter behind Slam Grabber so we could essentially get that back to back. Oh well. He called for more cooks, and he's still hanging out up front. So he summoned, and he still got to turn afterwards. Oh, you scumbag. You would. I mean, you know what? I just think we'd go to Bash, do some damage, and maybe if we're lucky, we get a stun here too. No stun. I'm not sure if the rat was a guaranteed one anyways, so could have failed. He's throwing Molotov cocktails at me. All right, you revolutionary. So, stone throw. I think it's probably in our best interest to get rid of these ads here as soon as possible as well. As much as I would like to throw a stone back there. Yeah, let's go and just smack you. Get my little boys back here at the end too. Tenderize, what the hell is that? It's only minimal damage, but what does it do? Takes 100% more damage from the innkeeper's tenders. Oh, they're setting up their own combo too. 49 time units left. Oh, I'm not happy about that. You better get to the back of this line very quickly, dude. Like, go right now. Bludgeon. Not happy about this. But, as much as I would like to do a little small smack on you, I think it's still best, our best intent to keep working on these bad boys over here. Even stun one of them. And let's see, what do you have? You have Hex. Attack with your trinket deals 5 damage, stun the target and heals it for 9. And give an ally uncanny speed. Ooh. And this will make you tired, exhausted more than likely as well, but I think it's better than just going for 5 damage on this dude. So yeah, the thing is, who do we want it on? I think we want it on my guard. Just because then we probably have a chance to get more counterattacks in if we follow it up properly with intercept. Well, right now we have intercept, so this will... any target. Okay, so whoever the attack will intercept twice. You know what, just do shockwave now. Let's see how that plays out. Hamstring. 7 and a stun. Fortunately, we didn't get it on the tenderized boy who was coming up here pretty soon. Now that we've done that, we could do intercept. Although, do we really need to intercept these guys? Targets any enemy. Kinda want to, but you know what? I also want to get these scumbags out of the way. Stun! Yes! Yes! Thank you. Tenderize, I need you to get to the back of the line here, so... Wakey wakey, nah, we don't need that. Just a slash should be enough for that. So we got Retaliate and we got Shockwave, if I'm correct. Now you'll be next, and you'll be apparently dunking on Troll Prunker here, but so be it. Maybe with any luck, you actually just summon help, and... yeah, you did. You're gonna follow with an attack too, aren't you? Yeah, you are. I was hoping that would be your attack. And your turn in general. And intercept, yes. Because if he comes up next, which he will, this guy will just basically kill him because of the tenderize. So now we definitely intercept your attacks. Right? Am I being smart, Falcon, for once? Oh, yes, I am. Oh. Perfect. That would have done some major damage to Edge Sifter there. And he no longer has the tenderize thing now, which is perfect. Alright, so that worked out in our advantage, definitely. Good beat. Tenderize. Same guy. He keeps getting tenderized over and over. Oh, now we got 2 of them tenderizing. Now that makes me very unhappy. Execution. Overkill, really, because we just need a slash, and that's what we'll do. And we got a crit on that one as well. So close, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're almost there. I kind of just want to forget about the cooks and just take this guy out. Can't we take him out? I think so. 38. That's like maybe 2, 3, maybe 3 or 4 attacks if we really... oh, we got execution here as well. It'll make you probably exhausted, but you know what? The damage potential makes me happy. That's what's up. Down to 19. Don't forget about the stone throws. Let's go for this kill. I imagine he goes down, it's fight over, right? Execution, there it is. Get him out of here. Okay. Not bad. More importantly, we kept all of our goblins alive. God, what the hell is this? Goblin Sword Hammer. A very, very hard piece of meat. That's what the innkeeper was using, huh? Alright. Exit? Sure. Humans have audaciously made a dwelling of sorts in these sacred grounds. Enter through, yeah, we got that done, and encounters 1 of 1. Perfect. More importantly, everybody alive. Looks Suffer's been rescued. Here's our crude hammer. So now we could hopefully maybe equip some of this stuff and show off what I mentioned with the goblins not leveling up traditionally, but just based on equipment and the breeding as well. Certain game features in the Lair are still under development. Oh, okay. That's to be expected. So probably I won't be able to show off the things I was hoping we probably could get into. But I guess this will be where we could see any of our boys who have fallen. Here we have the armory. Feature some development. Yeah, I imagine the majority of the stuff will probably be the same. We have the larder. Yeah. Oh yeah. So here we could breed A and B. So they're on the team. I guess we'd have to remove them from the team, drop them in here, and see if it works. Now, I believe we also kind of have like a bit of a Fallout shelter system here where dudes show up and we could recruit them. So, just because I'm curious to see if it works. You're going to be... Oh, okay, we have a raider, another shaman, and a raider. Recruit? I mean, I'll recruit everybody right now because why not? Now that we got those guys here, let's just try this out because I'm curious. Bale Winder. Would I drop you here? Yes. And... let's say you and the Grey. I mean, the Grey Gusher sounds like the perfect name for somebody you want breeding. What are you doing over there? I'm just Grey Gushing about. So what about... Oh, you're the friendliest orc of all time now that we've helped you out? Yeah, we killed the humans that apparently killed your significant other. He becomes our merchant, it does seem, huh? So that's what we picked up. We have cobbled shield. Probably a lot better than this. We were just using a wooden stool as a shield, huh? And we have the crude wicker shield as well. This is going to be 8 power and 8 power. But this has 20% damage against humans. So I think this would be a little bit better. I guess we could buy that, sure. Primitive wand. What are we using? We're using a magic rock trinket. So I think the wand would be probably, but always a fine magical twig. This one is weaker, but it's got the knockback chance and also max life. So... it definitely has a bit more perks, so I think I'm going to pick that one up instead. Keeping my eyes on both of you, you perverts. Alright, well, there's a couple more missions I imagine we probably can do, but I'm going to wrap it up here for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and gave you a little bit of insight into Goblin Stone. If you'd like to see some more, you know what to do, let me know, I'll come back and do some more. But keep in mind this demo is right now closed, but it will be available to you guys on the 29th. So I'll have information down below in the description linked. Keep your eyes open, check it out for yourself. 29th should be available for everybody. But if you guys want to see some more meanwhile, you know what to do. I'll catch you next time.